The three wise men. Everything you always wanted to know about the three wise men, under 5 minutes. And here we go. Hello, brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Yeshua HaMashiach. I pray that you're having a blessed Sunday today. You know, the Catholics are very, very excited this weekend because they're celebrating something called, it's a big celebration centered around the three wise men, right? And by the way, there weren't three. We'll get into that a little bit right now because it's pretty interesting. So, and you're actually going to see, can you imagine 3,000 years ago, these guys from the Orient, they're probably from, not from the Orient, they're probably from Persia, right? Persia, which is modern day Iran. And they're looking up and they see this convergence in the sky, right? It's not just a star, it's like a convergence, kind of like an eclipse or something like that, you know? So like, it's like a big event where you actually notice it, right? And so back then, they would look up at scripture, right? They would open up their scrolls, right? Because that's, back then, everything was done in scroll-like manner, right? Not textbooks, right? On papyrus paper. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Papyrus paper. And so it's very interesting because there weren't just three magi. There were actually they were traveling on camels, but they usually travel around in caravans, right? Which is usually typically 6 or more, right? Because there's safety in numbers, right? So they began their journey. It took them about 600 to 900 days to actually reach the child Jesus, right? Not Jesus in the manger. No, not at all. So, in fact, in Matthew 2:11, it says that the wise men visited Jesus, the Christ, at a house, not in a manger. Now, what I think is really cool is how the scriptures have been preserved for us for over 4,000 years. God has preserved them for over 4,000 years. So the exact same verse that was in Numbers that the Magi looked at is the exact same verse that we can look at today. Isn't that awesome? That God preserves His word. Remember, He says, the heavens and the earth will pass away, but my word will by no means pass away. And so it's right there. In Numbers, I think it's 12:11. I'll show you at the end of this video, which is about to conclude at this time, the actual verse, which is really cool because that's the actual verse that these magi from Persia saw, and then they went on this, 1-year hike, 1-year trek to worship the King of the Jews. It's a lot of reverence back then. A lot of reverence back then. The Redeemer will come out of Zion. Anyways, I'll show you that Bible verse. Have a blessed Sunday, guys. Take care. And remember that Jesus Christ loves you very, very, very much. No matter what anybody else tells you, hey, I love you so much. I love you so much. Jesus Christ loves you infinitely more than any human being could ever love you. And those who love Him and trust Him and make Him their refuge, they're going to see that come to fruition. So, wait on it. Wait on it. Although it tarries, the appointed time is coming. Although it tarry, wait for it. For it shall surely come. God bless you all. So can you imagine some 3,000 years ago, and you're out in the Persian desert, you're looking at the stars, there's no light pollution anywhere, all you can see is stars everywhere, but all of a sudden you see this convergence, you see this super bright, unusual anomaly in the sky, and then you look up, you open up your scrolls and you look up to see, If there's anything there, any clues, and this is what you find. So as you can see, it's Numbers 24:17. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come forth from Jacob. A scepter shall rise from Israel, and shall crush through the forehead of Moab, and tear down all the sons of Sheth. The forehead of Moab means the Moabites, which is in modern day Jordan. And all the sons of Sheth mean the surrounding nations that still exist today that are fighting against Israel.